My people, how na dey? Una welcome to today Ogboges News. My name still remain AU David, the IBL one of the universe. My people, today we get some Ogboges News we want to talk, we want to tell now. But so many things when it say they happen. We talk about how the matter concern the Peter Obi and Labour Party. How they tell the Wakakuru Kere, we tell now. What they tell now, waiting they happen concerning the man where they call Seun Kuti, that is Fela Pikin, how the matter it happen because the man they don't ordain the guy for where he did now, so they tell now. So my people, make we go inside, make we see how it go. My people, the crisis when it be say the Labour Party don't the big well. Things don't they change, don't they apart. That is the matter, don't they tie apart well now. Now come and say me we tell now, me now understand what thing they happen for Labour Party issue. Now before Labour Party, before we come for the talk and say how it they work out because they get one man when he come out when they call Apapa, this guy call him Pampas. What do they call out that? Kenneth Okonkwo call am Pampas. So the matter come day when he say that man they come and say now he be the Labour Party acting chairman. For that reason, he want to withdraw the cases when he be say Labour don't fire Peter Obi matter this and that. As the thing they work out, we come to talk and say, but this thing when he be say they happen, it be like say APC have been waiting at the call and they do the issue. Many people come they talk like that. But as that matter be like say don't they die down a little. Now one man just come out from nowhere now when they call Callistus or Kafo. The man don't come out say this Apampa, yes, Apampa, Lamidi Apampa is the one where they call AKA Pampas. Say the man no even know what they tell, say na fake. He don't know anything. Say the Abure when they would be the old bogus chairman of Labour Party say na fake. Say na he be the real man when he be say he be the Labour Party acting chairman. So he say either they go court, he don't even talk to him and say na he be the this. Now as we they talk now in the Supreme Court. Say even Obi himself understand the matter when he be say it happen. My people make it not be like say we dey form this thing, make we show now because the man come out for arise, can't use the mouth to talk as it happen. I make we see him.
Calista Sokafo, a former deputy chairman of the Labour Party, has been trending on social media after he declared himself as the authentic acting chairman of the party. In a viral video over the weekend, Calista said that the constitution of the Labour Party still recognizes him as a substantive deputy chairman of the party and that he has approached the Supreme Court to declare him as such. He also urged Julius Abure and Lamidi Apapa to stop parading themselves as leaders of the party and described them as fake.
I, as the authentic national chairman of Labour Party, being the man who is former deputy national chairman and now acting national chairman, the only authentic, every other one is fake. Abure is fake. Lamidu Apapa is fake. Because Lamidu cannot emerge in illegality. Lamidu emergence would have been better if there was no consent judgment, if there was no Callistus Sokafo existing. Lamidu will emerge. But as long as Callistus Sokafo exists, as long as the consent judgment exists, Abure is illegal. Abure is not a chairman. Lamidu is illegal. Lamidu does not exist. The only exists national chairman, acting national chairman, is Callistus Sokafo.
My people, should we not see now here when it be say the man use the mouth talking, but the matter when he dey inside and when be say we dey look with one eye, it be like say now because say Labour don't they get some level, they win some state, they win one state for governor seat, they get National Assembly and many things there, and they be like say people they use one eye, they look and say they fit win this presidential matter for court. Now make different people they come out. Some people say nah. APC now they do, but the truth of the matter be say when they use one eye like this, they watch them to see how the matter will take end. At the end of the day, we go sing a song, whether you go for Peter Ono or you go for the other side, but we dey watch them. As we watch them for Plasma TV, we go dey report, they tell now how the matter they happen. My people, make we enter the next one. My My people are saying that they tell now before when I tell now say the man when they call Seun, that is don't be the one when they talk news or head the one when they be say now musician when be say he be fella Pikin. Now I remember say the guy backboss policeman when policeman be say policeman you understand now policeman why don't do one kind of like backboss the policeman now they arrest him. Now as they arrest him the police go seek injunction to keep him for days make it be say they will do the investigation. Now then the court really grant them the hard days when we say make it day with them for like 28 days almost a month make it day them make the do investigation to see say true wetin happen when we say this guy give police officer backbones for matter when it be say it is soft. Now when it be say they do that one and now they come carry the man go say make it be say make the reminder make it day there. My brother as they reach that place now the people when they say no this one not gonna happen they don't fit put this guy for this place for there. Now so many things can't happen. You can't even waka enter into politics. The guy can't play politics for inside that place or use some money to sort matter. Now as we talk now, Seun Kuti, the son of Fela Alukola Kuti, now he be they don't claim and now as the overseer of say. Now the man, now he the overseer, now they call and say they don't claim them. They make him the GO. Now he the lead prayer session for that. In fact, make we hear our reporter make it tell us how the matter it be for that say.
Inmates crown Seun Kuti general overseer as he leads prayer sections. Seun Kuti, the embattled Afrobeat singer and son of Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti, is being remanded at the State Criminal Investigations and Intelligence Department (XCIID) Panti, Yaba, Lagos, on the orders of Yaba Chief Magistrate Court for assaulting a police officer, has been crowned the general overseer of his cell by the inmates. A copy of the Holy Bible was said to have been handed over to him as an instrument of his office. His appointment as the GO was, however, not without some drama after the inmates initially rejected him. Saturday Vanguard gathered that after preliminary interrogations were concluded, Seun was then taken to the cell to join other suspected criminals. It was learned that his first shocker was the hoarse, deep baritone voice of the leader of the inmates who directed him to keep standing. A few minutes later, a crisis erupted inside the cell as the inmates were said to have rejected him. The inmates were banging on their mental protective door, asking that Seun should be taken out of the cell. Sources said as the uproar by the inmates escalated, Seun started negotiating for peace to reign. That was when he noticed that the commotion his presence caused and his rejection by the inmates attracted little or no attention from the police guards, doled out 25,000 naira. At the stage, he reportedly promised to dole out 25,000 naira to them, and he was directed to produce it without delay. He had to beg for the phone to call his wife, who quickly brought the money, which was handed over to their leader. The inmates subsequently accepted him, Seun, and provided a space for him to sit down. Vanguard also gathered that Seun was so infuriated by the ugly development that played out that he refused to eat the food provided for him, including the food brought by his wife. The hunger strike continued for almost a day and a half until he finally started eating. The climax of the drama was that the inmates later crowned him the general overseer of the cell and a Bible was handed over to him. That means that he is presently leading the inmates in prayer sections whenever the need arises, after which they will all chorus, G-O, G-O. Thank you.
It's a G-O there. G-O, G-O, G-O. The title where the guy no fee collect when he be say the society they free, so that the title now they carry give him there. In fact, they even give him staff of office. So Now Bible that the guy take the rule now. It's now a GO officer. Seun Kuti, my brother, I want just say from here tell you as they come back from that say the new title now, not let our loss because we need person like you to come and speak the word. You understand? Come and speak the word. Shehu, you understand now? You know, the backbone so you give police officer now don't make you turn to over. You are doing well. Shehu, you are doing well. My people, now so we see this matter is now we can tell you, say one of our Afrobeat singer, Seun Kuti, the son of fella and Nicola Kuti, after he don't give police officer backbones, now he's now a general officer in the cell. They don't give a title, they give a grant, they give a staff of office. So in case you see him when he comes out, so that you know how to address him. My brother, so we see our race. So they'll go to the other side.